But what's going on out there? So Troutdale, it's not like it's frigid cold. It feels that way because the wind is blowing out there. Most of the area is kind of a light to north wind at 5 miles per hour. Troutdale's at 32, but they have an east wind at 15, and that wind's coming in off of a 27-degree temperature in Hood River. Yeah. Now, we are getting sun out there, and that I'm just going to stick to that. Then even out in East Multnomah County, it's 5 till 8 right now, so let's say 9 o'clock, 9:15, we ought to start getting everybody up above 32. Here's a look at the first spot that saw sun this morning was the coast. So let's take you on a little tour. This is Depot Bay. I love this shot. It's from the Channel House because you're looking at the beautiful setting right on the bluffs there, and you can see the blue sky in Depot Bay. Gorgeous weather. All right, we're getting increasing sun, not everywhere, but in many spots up and down the I-5 corridor, at least here in Portland. We're still looking at some snow showers in the Coast Range and predominantly up in the Cascades and up around Mount St. Helens. This band that has produced some decent snow amounts just this morning up in Longview and now the center, and now it extends down US 30. So Highway 30 up through Scappoose and up into St. Helens. This is potentially a situation that's getting worse with the snow now. It's been there for a good hour in Scappoose. I've been saying this forever, assuming this is going to taper off, but right now we're still seeing that's the active spot in our immediate area getting some snow. It's just flurries out over the Reserve Vineyards and Golf Club in Aloha. Cloudy skies that direction looking off to the west, but there are some sun breaks out there. 33 is the temperature. Here's the Wells Fargo camera. Of course, we're looking off to the east across the Willamette River. You can see some sun there in the right corner of your screen. Temperature out along the Columbia River at PDX is 32, and the wind out there is a southeast direction at 6 miles per hour. So here are the temperatures. Big story right now, with the exception of that snow I showed you up US 30, up through Scappoose and St. Helens. Other than that, most areas are just dry to flurries in the air. There's Troutdale 32. Look at Camas, though, 28, and look at Gresham, 30 degrees. So this is that kind of icebox area. It's playing a factor in that icy overpass where we saw the 205 overpass that crosses 205 and then becomes 84 coming into the city, where people just are paralyzed for the most part. 32 out in Beaverton, 32 in Forest Grove. So icy conditions, the big story right now. Temperatures generally are colder than they were an hour ago. 33 in Kaiser, 33 in Salem. So we're counting on the 9 o'clock hour with increasing sun to start warming us up to get into the daytime heating. We could go as warm as 37 or at least 35 at noon, and then mostly sunny in upper 30s to about 40 degrees later today. Wouldn't that be lovely? And if you are thinking, what's coming up, Rod? Well, overnight tonight we should be fairly clear. Low to mid 20s expected. We wake up tomorrow morning, clouds are coming in. There could be some flurries, but we really ought to be dry tomorrow morning with moisture coming into the city in the afternoon hours. So that might be a wet mix with temperatures above freezing. But overall, I still think rain wins the day tomorrow, with the moisture becoming more rain than anything else, staying above freezing with rain Friday overnight. Saturday's a rain shower day, maybe not the wettest day in the world, 46. This is a wet day. Current cold front, it's a pretty good one, comes in around noon. That'll give us some breezy winds and temperatures in the 40s during the day. And then next week, we're still looking at Monday, maybe somewhat of a snow mix. But overall, the first few days of next week look to be much better than what we were seeing 24 hours ago. Are we going to go to Chris now? Mr. McGinnis, you ready to roll? Well, let's look at this shot. No, we're going to look at the shot.
Let's look at that. Boy, that... yeah, wow. This is a live look right now from Sky 8, and I don't know that this driver has moved here in the last 5-6 minutes, and we have been seeing intermittent stoppages now on this ramp for the last 45 minutes or so. So in the last 45 minutes, that temperature has dropped, and the I-205 flyover ramp to westbound 84 has turned into a sheet of ice. Sky 8 continuing to pan out here, and you can see the delay. Well, I mean, it's stopped. No traffic is making that transition. If I get a chance, guys, can we actually take the wall here? Can we take the traffic here? I want to show you that the drive is continuing to back up here. You are looking live from I-205 at Stark, and all those cars in the right lane are unsuspecting of what's ahead of them, which is a stopped freeway ramp, which is that. And that lineup, guys, that extends all the way back towards the Johnson Creek Boulevard area. So let me go ahead and take that camera. I want to go ahead backwards a little bit on our traffic cameras. I guess I can't do that, but in any event, we're lined up all the way back to Johnson Creek Boulevard on the I-205 North Drive. So you're going to want to skip this, maybe take 82nd Avenue. Believe it or not, the Halsey overpass looks like it's in better shape, which is right near here, than this one. So PBOT's gotten to that and putting some has put some salt down, obviously, to make that in better shape. ODOT not able to get to this ramp, it appears right now, and that's why everybody four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, doesn't matter, sliding on that sheet of ice. So guys, we'll stay on top of this for you, but this definitely appears to be ground zero as far as the trouble spot in town right now. I-205 and the ramp to westbound 84 completely backed up. Guys, we've also had several spinouts and fender benders on I-205 between Foster and Powell. We'll stay on this guy. Looks like a good Samaritan, maybe going over to check out this driver in that SUV. Maybe they can help push him down off the ramp or something.
Dangerous.
Okay, wait a minute,
So
Chris.
dangerous.
What vehicle did he get out of? It was one of the vans?
Okay, so I think he got out of the van. You know, by the way, before we took this shot,
he's gonna
maybe
push
about
him
5-6 minutes ago,
Is that where he's going?
we saw a spin out. We saw a red pickup truck actually turn around and drive the wrong way down the ramp.
Is that right?
And yeah, and that was just a couple of minutes ago. I wasn't able to roll on that, but you can see here somebody going up to talk to this SUV driver, and hopefully they're able to maybe get them on their way. I'm not sure if...
Okay, he pretty much is taking matters into his own hands. He got out of his vehicle, walked up the ramp, and is like trying to figure out what can we do to start the traffic moving again. But the problem is nobody's having much success.
Right. I don't think that particular car is the problem in and of itself. Yes, it's at the front of the line there, but obviously if cars could get
There's
around them,
room,
yeah,
yeah.
there's room to do that. Anytime, you can see where that changes on the road, where you get to that big, thick block of ice. Anyone who has attempted to go to the upper ends of that freeway stretch, where they try to get into the far right lane, they come sliding back down.